Hi all, good morning and thanks for joining. So we'll continue abbreviations. Hope I will complete in this morning class. Let's see. So next one is a DLP. So DLP full form is data loss or data leak prevention. So whenever any attacker or maybe internal employee is leaking the data, that is called data breach or data violation or data exfiltration. Now we have to prevent that particular violation or breaching. So for that one, we have to use couple of security solutions. For laptop side, we have to implement couple of solutions. In the network side, we have to implement couple of solutions. In the cloud side, also we have to implement couple of solutions. So those solutions can prevent whenever either internal employee or maybe external attacker, they are trying to do the hacking. It will prevent all those data violations or data breaches. So that is called DLP. So once again, we have different types of DLP that we can discuss later. So next one is IDS. So IDS full form is intrusion detection system. So first of all, what is meant by intrusion? Intrusion is nothing but any malicious activity or any abnormal activity or any illegal activity or any suspicious activity. So this activity, already I'm sharing my screen. Can you can you see my screen? Hello, hello.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible? Can you
Yes,
see my screen?
yes, sir.
Yeah, please check Chandu. Yeah, thank you so much, Saujanya. Yeah. Yeah, intrusion detection system here. Intrusion meaning here some of the malicious activity or any abnormal activity or suspicious activity or illegal activity. So whenever these activities are doing by the attacker or maybe internal employee, so this IDS system just what it will do, it will do detection as well as it will give the alert notification. Some of the abnormal activities going on in your organization. So please take care of the appropriate actions. So it will give the notification to us, but it will not block it. So that is called IDS, intrusion detection system. So next one is IPS, intrusion prevention system. So here, same thing, whenever any abnormal activity is happening by the attacker or maybe internal employee. So this preventing, not only just giving the notification to us as the alert, but also it will take care of the preventing as well as the blocking. So that is called IPS. So it is one of the favorite interview question. What is the difference between IDS and IPS? Or what is IDS IPS? Okay, so and once again, IDS IPS types are there. Under the endpoint side, we have the host IDS, host IPS. In the network side also, we have IDS IPS. That is network IDS, network IPS. Even wireless or Wi-Fi side also. So even wireless and Wi-Fi side also attacker, they are trying to do the cracking of the passwords or entering into the organization side and stealing of the data. It will happen through wireless or Wi-Fi side as well. So in the wireless side, we can call it as a WIDS and WIPS. So these are all the three different types of IDS IPS we do have. So on the endpoint side, we can call it as HIDS. So full form is endpoint is also called as a host intrusion detection system. Next one, in the endpoint itself, we have HIPS. So that is called host intrusion prevention system. Next one on the network side, same way, NADS. So network side, whenever abnormal activity is happening, this one can be detected and also it will give the alert notification to us. Then we have to take care of the investigation side. But it will not block that one NADS. And NAPS, same thing in the network side, nothing but local area network, through wide area network, through internet. Whenever any attack is happening via network, those scenarios, these solutions, so NADS it will only detect, but NAPS will do detection as well as a blocking. network intrusion prevention system. So in the similar ways, same thing, whatever I said is WIDS, wireless side, wireless intrusion detection system, and WIPS, wireless intrusion prevention system. So next one we have FIM. FIM full form is file integrity monitoring. So what is file integrity monitoring basically? Here anti-malware. Whenever any malware category of the attacks are happening, this file integrity it will verify. So whether it is adding or deleting or updating or modifying or content of the data. So that content of the data, most of the case malware execution will happen through adding side. So when the end user is clicking on one of the movie, that movie contains malware, and one of the end user is clicking on the invoice copy that is received by a phishing email, or maybe one of the end user is copying couple of files through USB or pen drive. So those places, malware is entered into the our organization, or malware is entered into our systems. Now, what attacker will do? Attacker will try to execute that software code into the end user system. So execution is nothing but here adding into the code our system side. So now, if you want to monitor that one, we have to implement couple of solutions that is called file integrity monitoring along with EDR and antivirus. So full form is file integrity monitoring. Not only that one, even from the other scenario, like maybe we are a part of the cybersecurity team and we have other internal stakeholders, that may be DevOps team or machine learning team or IoT team or application development team, HR team and legal team. If you want to try to access DevOps related files, or if you want to try to access HR related files, or if you want to try to access so finance related files, we are not an authorized person. In that scenario, this solution it will give the alert notification stating that some of the unauthorized end user is trying to access the files. So that once that alert is received, then we have to go and we have to verify why is it trying to access, what is the reason. We have to do the investigation basically. So that one, how is it possible? It is possible via FIM, file integrity monitoring. So next one is UTM, Unified Threat Management. So unified is a single console. It will take care of the every feature from the attacker point of view. Threat management, when the threats will be occurred, it will manage all those threats, and along with that one, even it will do the prevention as well as the blocking. So UTM is also called as a firewall. So UTM or FW, FW in short. So full form is firewall. In short, we can call it as a FW or firewall. So now what firewall exactly it will do? It will monitor the traffic. Always message whatever it is delivering via through email or via through any Teams channel or any website access or maybe software development. Everything is like a message oriented. Now what firewall will do? When the end users are accessing of the any communication site or external people, they are accessing the our internal websites. In that scenario, firewall will monitor all these inbound traffic and outbound traffic. Now we have to create couple of policies in our organization based on the requirement. Then finally, so firewall will validate all those monitoring of the traffic. And finally, in case any malicious content is executing by the attacker or maybe internal employee, in that scenario, firewall can do either allowing of the traffic or blocking of the traffic or denying of the traffic. So that is the functionality of the firewall. That is firewall definition also. Okay. So UTM also is called as a firewall, Unified Threat Management. So this is from approximate 2005 to 2017, something like that. So 2005 to 2017, we used to call as a UTM or firewall, but current generations of the firewall. So we can call it as NGFW, next generation firewall. It has advanced features as compared to normal firewall. Next generation firewall. Current generation of firewalls, we are calling it as a next generation firewalls. So it has advanced features, even unknown category of the attack also is doing by the attacker. Just these firewalls will give the alert notification to us based on the machine learning capability, or based on the artificial intelligence capability, or based on the past, whether this type of incident it's happened or not, it will verify. History it will verify, and also finally pattern or behavior of the end user or maybe an asset. So according to that one, firewall will throw the alert notification to us for unknown category of the attacks. So that is called next generation firewall. But normal firewall doesn't have that capability. Next one is NGAV. Next generation antivirus. It is almost, we can call it as EDR. Already yesterday we discussed about EDR. It will prevent and block all malware category of the attacks. So next generation antivirus, current generation of the antivirus, we can call it as a EDR or next generation antivirus. Okay, next abbreviation, SWG. So SWG is nothing but secure web gateway. What is mean a secure web gateway? This is also called as a proxy. So what is a proxy interview? So original candidate will not attend the interview. On behalf of the original person, some other person will attend the interview. That is called proxy interview, right? So what is proxy here? Now proxy, it will act as a bridge or gateway in between end user versus to application. When the end user is accessing any website or any URL or any application, that request will go via proxy. Then proxy, it will validate whether the website or application URL is accessed by the end user is a malicious or non-malicious. If it is a malicious one, automatically it will block. And if it is non-malicious, then it will allow to end user so that he can access it. So that concept is called as proxy or secure web gateway. Okay, so that's the functionality or feature also. So whenever gateway we are referring, always it is like a bridge or intermediate device or broker. Okay, so that is called gateway normally. Next one is WAF, web application firewall. So web application firewall, we have different, there are 7 layers in the OSI. So 7th layer is application layer. And also yesterday itself, we discussed one of the concept is called OASP. I have shown even that website name also. 2021, they conducted survey. So this is dedicatedly for application layer side attacks. Next generation firewall, it will take care of the all the 7 layer of the attacks. But web application firewall, it's a dedicated to application layer side. Okay. So here layer 1 to layer 7, that is next generation firewall. As per OSI, all the category of the attacks in the each and every layer it is happening, it can be blocked by our next generation firewall. But it's a dedicated application side. Any category of the attack it's are happening, that can be blocked by our web application firewall. Yesterday I have opened one of the website name is called OASP. Hope you remember that one. So they are going to release this one in the 2025 very soon. So these are all the attacks. These are all the top 10 category of the attacks can be prevented and blocked and monitored by our web application firewall. All these are attacks are belongs to the layer 7 as per OSI. Coming back to next generation firewall. So not only layer 7, even it will take care of the layer 1 to layer 7. So that is next generation firewall. Maybe you have a question now. Then if next generation firewall is taking care of the all these 7 layers, then why we have to use web application firewall? Whatever next generation firewall we are using, so dedicated application side, it will do only 70%, not 100% of the attacks mitigation or prevention or eradication or blocking. So remaining 30% we have discrepancy or differences. So that is the reason we have to use the dedicated web application firewall. Okay, so that is also one of the difference. Here there are so many security, interview questions. What is the difference between firewall versus proxy? What is the difference between firewall versus web application firewall? What is the difference between firewall versus proxy? And also what is the difference between firewall versus NIDS and APS? Okay. So this is the way how we can expect the questions as well. But anyway, that we can discuss later. Next one is SIEM. So SIEM is our main tool basically in the part of the cyber security SOC operations. So full form is security, information and event management. So what exactly security, information and event management? We have endpoint side, we have a lot of solutions are available. We have network side, lot of solutions are available. Application side, we have a lot of solutions are available. Okay. And also network side solutions, infrastructure side solution, application side solutions, and information security solution, cyber security side solution. Then why we have to use cyber security? What is the reason to go once again SIM tool? Why we have to monitor with the SIM tool? The reason behind this one is, so whenever any security incident is triggered or it is coming as an alarm notification or alert notification, now maybe that incident is going to endpoint security. Now endpoint security, they will validate a little bit here and there. And finally they will say, it is not in my bucket. So we are not responsible and we are not accountable to take care of this investigation. So now blame game will happen in between the multiple security teams itself. Now they will forward to network security team. A network security team, they will validate. It is not part of our site. Please contact the infrastructure security team. So once again, okay, we have to go there and we have to ask. So by blame gaming and so this much time, and by the time maybe attacker can go and he will infect other systems also. But what SIM tool here is single unified console. We can take care of all those analysis and meantime to detection and recovery, investigation. With a lesser time, we can complete the overall investigation. So that is the reason SIM tool came into picture. Okay, that is the importance of the SIM tool as well. Okay. Otherwise, everywhere we have endpoint side solutions, network side solution, cloud security side solution, application side solutions, okay, infrastructure side solutions, product side solution. It is not mandatory to take care of the once again everything using, okay, so unified solution. But these are all the time consuming side and also blame game side. So to eliminate the drawback, SM tool came into picture. So that is called cybersecurity SOC operations using SIM tool. Next one is SOC. What is SOC? Security Operations Center. So operation. Here only operations will take care. Investigations will take care. For example, take maybe ISRO is launching one of the rocket. Maybe Chandrayaan 2 or Chandrayaan 3 or 4, whatever it may be. Now someone in Sriharikota, in Anantapur district, they will sit in the command and control room and they will monitor what is the status of the Chandrayaan, whether it is phase 1 or phase 2 or finally it is reached to destination or not. Okay. Otherwise, monitoring problem will occur. We don't know when it will collapse it. In the similar way, one of the train is traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore. In the command and control room, people will sit and they will monitor what is the status of the train, where exactly status, whether it is reached destination or not, from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Same, one of the flight is traveling from Bangalore to Chennai. So someone in the airport, they will monitor what is status of the flight, whether it is reached, whether snow is falling, or immediately we have to, okay, shut down, or immediately we have to take care of the takeoff. Everything we have to consider. So how that is possible? Through monitoring side. Same way, even security operations center side also, like a command and control. In one of the room, security people or cyber security analysts, they will sit and they will monitor 24/7 into 365 days. Is there any security incidents are happening to our organization side? Whenever any security incidents are happening, automatically our SIM tool will give the notification to us. So then finally in SOC team, nothing but where the operations are happening via one physical room, will take care of the respect instant investigation or else forensic analysis. So that is called SOC. So in the rocket side, they will monitor from the rocket status. In the flight side, they will monitor about flight status. In the train side, they will monitor about the train status. Same way, we are monitoring about security. We have one more concept is called NOC, NOC. We'll take care of dedicated to security investigations. Then what is meant by NOC here? Network Operations Center. So this is not our roles and responsibility. This one can be handled by network engineers or network administrator or network operations center team. So what exactly they will do? So as a L1 or L2 or L3 side, they will monitor about network performance monitoring and also application performance monitoring and also server performance monitoring. They are not monitoring security. So NOC team is different. So network application server performance can be monitored by NOC team. Then what SOC team will do? SOC team is dedicated to security monitoring in the endpoint side, network side, application side, cloud side, infrastructure, entire organization side using one of the tool that is called SIM. So that is the difference between SOC versus NOC. So what is NOC functionality? Basically, they will take care of NPM, network performance monitoring, APM, application performance monitoring, and SPM. So they also have the couple of tools are available. SPM is server performance monitoring. Those three things can be monitored by NOC team, but our team can be taken care by security operations. So that is the difference between SOC versus NOC. So next one, L1 or tier 1. L1, always we'll refer with L1, L1, L1. L1 is nothing but level 1. So when the security incident is triggered in any security tool, most of the 0 to 4 years of experience will fall under the level 1 team. They will do the initial analysis. So what is the incident is about? What is the category of the about? They will do the tracing of the incident. They will do the gathering of the artifacts, and everything can be done by L1 team, and experience approximately like 0 to 4 years. So next one, L1 is also called as a T1 or T1, tier 1. So both are equal. So couple of organizations, they will call it as a level 1, and couple of the organizations, they will call it as tier 1. Next one, L2 or T2, level 2 or tier 2. So this is maybe in between 4 to 6 years of experience people fall under the, so these L2 or T2, tier 2. Okay, they will do a little bit in-depth analysis. They will take care of the instant response. Finally, level 3 or tier 3. L3 or T3, level 3 or T3. And this is 6 plus or 7 plus years of experience people. They will take care of threat hunting. They will take care of the SOAR capability, UBA capability, and also fine tuning. There are so many other activities can be taken care by level 3 or tier 3, and approximate experience is 7 plus. It is not a mandatory compulsory 7 plus. Yeah, it depends on skill as well. Finally, L4 or tier 4 is like a manager. If it is endpoint side, endpoint security manager. If it is network side, network security manager. If it is cyber security, SOC manager. So that is the way how the terminology it will vary. Approximate experience is 8 plus or 9 plus. You will take care of the people management. You will take care of the technical escalations and technical management as well. Next one is SME, subject matter expert. So he is the technically very strong person as compared to manager. So this is applicable to almost entire IT and software industry, not only for cyber security side or IT security or endpoint or network side. So he's very technically strong as compared to manager also. And whenever any escalations will occur or client communications or customer communication. If you want to dealt with, then we will use SME. Okay, subject matter expert. Next one is POC, point of contact. Whenever any issue it's happened, like escalated issues or priority one issues, then point of contact, customer will contact the main point of contact. That may be manager or maybe subject matter expert, that may be L3 level team. It depends. So point of contact. We have Spock as well. Spock is another single point of contact. When the security incident is triggered, who is the main contact person? So customer or client, they will contact the Spock or POC person. Okay. And we have one more POC, proof of concept. What is my proof of concept? If you want to purchase any security tool or security solution, we have to do the testing whether that particular tool is sufficient in our organization or it is matching and also it is qualifying our requirement or not. For example, maybe you want to purchase one of the cloth and you went to cloth showroom and so you purchased one jeans pant or maybe t-shirt. So without checking whether it is fitting into our body or not, whether we will purchase, no. We'll go to trial room and you will see whether it is comfortable to your body or not. So same way, how you are testing whether comfortability to your body or not by purchasing the cloth. So in the similar way, whenever you want to purchase any security solution, we have to do POC, proof of concept. Nothing but we have to test that one, our testing environment. Okay. So that in testing of the solution is called as proof of concept. So that is another POC. So we have POC, point of contact also there, and also we have another POC, proof of concept also. So next one is UBA. UBA full form is user, entity, behavior, analytics. So this is also called as a UBA, couple of vendors, user behavior analytics. It's a combination of both machine learning, ML, and also it's a combination of AI, artificial intelligence, and also it is a combination of data analytics. Even in our security tools also, we have to deploy this feature. Now, when we are deploying this feature, we no need to deploy. This is the way how the tools are developed by respective vendors. So what are tools we are purchasing related to security? That may be endpoint or application or cloud, whatever it may be. So these features they will implement, and whenever the unknown category of the attacks are happening, these tools based on the machine learning concept, based on the artificial intelligence concept, or based on the data analytics concept, based on the behavioral concept, it will give the alarm notification or alert notification, mainly for the unknown category of the attacks. So that is called UBA basically. Okay, so that is the trending technology right now in the market, and most of the people they will use this one. Most of the vendors they will use this feature in their product development side. So nothing but security tool development. So next one is SOAR. This is also trending technology in cybersecurity field. Security orchestration and automated response. Once the security instance is triggered, SM tool will not do any blocking. It's only monitoring tool only. It will not do any blocking. So that is the drawback of the SIM tool. Okay. Now to eliminate the drawback, SOAR came into picture. It will take care of the automated response also. We can block IP address, we can block MAC address, we can block URL link, we can block domain name, everything. So that is called security orchestration and automated response. Here it will use once again automation. That may be Python or PowerShell or shell code or some other scripts. Okay, that is called SOAR capability. Next one is CSIRT. So these are all synonyms now, whatever I'm going to discuss. SOC. What is SOC? A Security Operations Center. Okay, it's a dedicated room or site where the people are going to sit and they will take care of the respective security incident investigation or forensic analysis. That may be level 1 team or level 2 team or level 3 or level 4. So that's the part of the SOC. What is CSART? SOC, another synonyms or another name or alternative name is CSART. Full form is Cyber Security Incident Response Team. Okay, so meaning SOC only. So they will sit in one room and they will take care of the security incident investigations. Next one is SIRT. So different companies they will call with the different names. Security Incident Response Team. That is also SOC. And in the public sector or government sector, take police department or take healthcare industry or take Supreme Court or High Court. All these companies, people, they will not call it as a SOC. They will call it SET, Computer Emergency Response Team. In the couple of times, whenever something is getting compromised in the government sector, example take India itself, AIMS New Delhi is got compromised. And also one of the recent one, police department is got compromised. In that scenario, who has done the investigation? India SET team. So these are the government employees, part of the SET, and they will take up the respect instant investigation, along with the NIA, National Investigation Agency. So this is also basically SOC only. In the government sector, we will not call it a SOC, we'll call it Computer Emergency Response Team. And once again, in the government side, we have NIA. So this National Investigation Agency, along with SET team, our Indian government, they will use NIA team to take care of the investigation. By the way, this is not criminal investigation. Criminal investigation is different. That is called Central Bureau investigation. What investigation we are doing is security oriented investigations. Next one, CDC. This is for Wipro side, they will call it CDC. They will not call SOC once again. Wipro company, they will call it as CDC, Cyber Defense Center. Nothing but SOC only. We have C2C, that is different. C2C is command and control. This command and control server will be maintained by the attacker or hacker. Entire question. Okay, so attacker or hacker will maintain the server. He will control like a remote control. Will compromise our system and he will control our systems. So through remote way, that remote server is called as command and control server. How you are using remote control to control our television or fan. So same way, C2C can be used by the attacker to control our whatever system is got compromised. All the functionality can be done by our attacker itself. Next one is MSS. It's a managed security services. It is applicable to consulting and service based companies. That may be TCS or Infosys or Wipro. So Accenture or Capgemini or Mindtree and so on. So they have MSS team. It's a managed security services. They will not only work on the cyber security SOC operation. They will work on the multiple security technologies or multiple tools. That may be endpoint security side. So these endpoint security tools, they will work on projects, they will work on. They'll work on the network security projects. They'll work on the infrastructure security projects. They'll work on the application security projects, cyber security, information security, cloud security. There every security technologies, especially it's operational support, like L1 or L2, L3 operations. Whenever incident is triggered, these main security services will take care of the overall responsibility and accountability to take care of the investigation side, whether it is compromised or not compromised. So that team we can call it as MSSS team. Even at the time of your roles and responsibility, how to say I am part of MSS team. I am working on X company. This MSS team not only will work for the one project, they'll work for the multiple projects. For example, maybe tomorrow you are selecting for Wipro. So Wipro has the multiple projects. Maybe your performance is very good. They will not only allocate one project to you, they will allocate multiple projects. What is mean by this one? Maybe they will allocate one of the State Bank of India, one of the project, or maybe they will allocate HDFC Bank. So we have to handle these two customers now from the Wipro side. So that team we can call it as MSS. So next one is MTTD, mean time to detection. So mean is nothing but average. So in the 10th below standard mathematics, we studied mean, mode, and median, right? Same way, mean is nothing but average. Average time to detect the security incident. That is called MTTD. Okay, just only for detection, not for reporting, not for recovery. MTTI, mean time to identification. The average time, how much time it will take to identify the security incident by security tool. So that is called MTTI. MTTR, mean time to report. So how much time it will take the report to the our customer or client? Overall analysis, something get compromised. So that is called mean time to report. And we have one more MTTR, mean time to recover. The average time, how much time it will take to recover our data, whatever it is getting compromised from the attacker. Can we recover or not, first of all? Whether we have to pay money to the attacker so that he will give the data back up to us. It depends. So that time we can call it as a mean time to recovery. Next one is SOP, standard operating procedure documents. So it is a basically whenever any security incident is triggered, what L1 team has to do, what L2 team has to do, and what L3 team has to do, everything they will document. It's like a template. So everything step by step process they will give. We have to follow this sequence. That's it. Log into the tool, go to dashboard, go to the alerts, create a ticket, identify the incident, do the triaging in such a way. So they will create documents to us. So most of the cases, either L3 team or implementation team, they will create SOPs. Okay. So we have to follow that sequence of the steps to complete the investigation. That is called SOP. This SOP has alternative name or other name or synonyms also available. That is called playbook or runbook. Yesterday, entire question. Do you know how to create a SOP? Do you know how to create a playbook? Or do you know how to create runbook? So we have approximate 70 attacks are there to teach. I mean, regularly we'll receive this one. So these 70 attacks we have to document. Whenever the malware category of the attacks are happening, what we have to do? Step by step process. Whenever phishing email category of the attacks are happening, what we have to do? Step by step process. In such a way, for all those attacks, implementation team or L3 team, they will create the documents. That creating of the documents in the either Word document or maybe in the Confluence page or maybe in Excel sheet or whatever it may be. So that procedural document is called as standard operating procedure document. And what is the alternative name for this one? Playbook or runbook. And we have RCA. RCA is called root cause analysis. So what is this root cause analysis? When the security incident is compromised in our organization, in that scenario, where, when, how the incident is got compromised, and also what are the appropriate actions we have taken as a recovery side, as incident response side. So that everything we have to document. So that documentation is called as RCA. After creating this document, we have to review with our manager, example SOC manager or endpoint security manager or network security manager, depends. And finally, even we have to review with client also. Client has to approve that one. Okay. So most of the cases, either L3 team, they will represent, our manager, he will represent related to root cause analysis document. It's a completely for compromised one only. If it's not getting compromised, there is no need to create. Only compromised scenarios where the incident is got compromised, how the incident is got compromised. So why the incident is got compromised, why the system is got compromised. So everything we have to document in the Microsoft Word document or Excel sheet or PPT, and we have to present to our customer client whatever we are supporting. So the documentation is called as RCA. SOP is different. SOP is for investigation process steps, and this is for the something got compromised. We have to document, that is called RCA side. These two are completely different. It is not same. Next one, SLA, service level agreement. What is the service level agreement? It is a time based always. When the security instance are triggered, so what is the critical instant time? How many hours we have to complete? High related severity, how many hours we have to complete? And also medium or low or informational severity levels, with how many hours we have to complete. So that contractual or mutual agreement between consulting and service based company to customer or client. Previously I said Wipro as a consulting and service based company, and SB Bank is a customer client. Now SB Bank is giving one of the project to Wipro company related to SOC operations, related to endpoint security, related to network security, for example. Now in between SB Bank and also in between Wipro company, once Wipro company getting the project from SB Bank, in the terms and conditions, they will provide SLAs. So in critical security instances are triggered, Wipro company has to complete the investigation 4 hours. If it is high related, they have to complete 12 hours. If it is medium related, they have to complete in 24 hours. If it is low and informational, they have to complete in 48 hours. So this is the way how the mutual agreement they will define by sitting together. In case that time is whatever they define initially, it may be crossing investigation. Obviously, State Bank of India, what they will do the penalty or fines to Wipro company. Maybe $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 and so on. That mutual agreement is called as service level agreements. Okay. So services we are providing, Wipro is providing services to the now our SBI bank. And so if it's crossing that one, that is like a promise and commitment, correct? It's crossing that one in the terms and conditions. At the time of getting the project itself, they will define this much money you have to pay to the so State Bank of India. That is the way how the conditions they will make. So that conditions or agreement or mutual agreement in between these companies, we will call it as SLA, service level agreement, is always based on the time wise. It's a time based. So next one is ISO, International Standard Organization. International Standard Organization. So this one is providing couple of security principles. Those security principles are compliances we have to follow. For example, ISO 27001. It's one of the complaints. This one is defined by ISO. So under this one, we will take care of the ISMS. Information Security Management System. What is mean by this one? Like auditing, security audit, not our finance auditing, whoever is doing by chartered accountant. It's a security audit. Every year, every organization has to complete information security management certification. So if they are completing the certification, then only they will get the projects. It's a must certification everyone has to complete. So whoever is doing the business. So that is called ISMS, Information Security Management. Under that one, there are so many principles are existing. It's like a rule or regulation or protocol or compliance. Okay, they have to maintain the certification. How Bachelor of Degree is a minimum basic qualification to enter into IT and software industry or any public or government sector job. Same way. So this is like a basic qualification to get the projects from the customer clients. So that is called ISMS, part of the ISO 27001. Okay. In the similar way, so every organization they will do different types of business. So banking sector they will take care of the financial transaction, and healthcare sector they will take care of the patient related monitoring, and oil and gas sector they will drill the oil. Okay, telecom sector they will provide the calling options. So it depends. So all these are different business verticals or business domains. Every business they will not do the same certification, but this one is a must certification to every organization. But couple of certifications based on what type of business they are doing, they have to complete or they have to do the compliances. For example, EMS, environmental management system. Okay, so every organization has a responsibility to complete environmental management system certification because of the ozone layer depletion. Okay, so because of the carbon dioxide emissions. Okay, so because of the global warming, it's a mandatory and each and every person responsibility or your organization responsibility to complete the certification. This is like one of the complaints. So in the similar way, we have QMS, quality control. It's applicable to product-based companies. For example, pharma-based company, they want to make a pills or they want to develop the pills or tablets or injections. Or maybe one of the healthcare-based companies like a Philips or Johnson and Johnson or GE Healthcare. So they will develop the healthcare-based products. So even they will develop the electronic related products or electrical related products. So they will do the quality checking. To quality checking, even food items also, whenever you are watching any YouTube or televisions, you can say this one is certified by quality control. That will fall quality management system. So that is ISO 9001 by the by. Okay, what is full form? Quality management system. So next one is PCI DSS, payment card, industry, payment card industry, data security standards. That is the full form. In case you are doing the payment via either debit card and credit card. For example, I'm placing one of the order in the Amazon. I'm placing one of the order in the Flipkart. I'm placing one of the order in the Zomato. I'm placing one of the order in the Uber. Okay. In such a way, so whenever you are doing the payment via debit card and credit card, those companies has to do the certification related to PCI DSS. Example, in this scenario, Amazon has to complete PCI DSS certification. PhonePe has to complete PCI DSS certification. Google Pay has to complete. Swiggy has to complete. Zomato has to complete. So if they don't complete, obviously, they cannot get the business. Trustworthy will not be happen. Auditing will be failed. They have to shut down their company. So that's why these rules are very, very important. These complaints are very important. This is part of the information security, basically, like auditing kind of thing. So those companies has to follow, and internal audit will be completed, and external audit will be completed by KPMG or Deloitte or PwC or Ernst & Young or EY and some other organizations. And finally, they will give certifications. Next one is HIPAA. This is mainly for applicable to healthcare industry, that may be hospitals or health insurance companies or product development health based companies. Okay, those companies has to follow HIPAA compliances. For example, Apollo Hospital, the Continental Hospital, Columbia Hospital, all these hospitals in the similar way. So whoever is developing the product related to healthcare industry, that may Philips, Johnson and Johnson, G Healthcare, Medtronics, all these are healthcare based product development companies. Even they have to so complete these HIPAA related compliance certifications. It's a basically to get the projects or to get the business. Otherwise, all it will be failed. Health insurance, portability, and accountability act. Next one, GDPR. It's one of the trending technology once again. General Data Protection Regulation. So this is applicable to PII data. PI means personal identifiable information. How can we identify as a person? What is your identity? Your identity may be your Aadhaar card or your voter ID or your passport or your driving license, your mobile number, your email address, your bank account, debit card, credit card. So this is the way how we can identify the person. So those person data, if it is leaking, so GDPR will come into picture. This one is introduced by Europe continent, European Union. Later it went to North America. Later it went to Asia Pacific, Middle East, Australia, and finally, so other continents as well. So that is called GDPR compliances. What is PII data? Just now I said personal identification information or personal identifiable information. So how we can be person? How can I identify the person or how can I identify the user? So based on the unique ID side. Okay. In the similar way, PHI, personal health information. It's a part of the once again HIPAA compliances. Next one is SOX, SOX. Any organization, if they are accepting payment, financial transaction side, not only debit card and credit card. Debit card and credit card is completely PCI DSS payment. So remaining any other financial transaction that UPI or maybe through QR code or maybe through some other IMPS or NEPT or whatever. If at the net banking, some other option, financial transaction, any company is doing. For example, end of the month, we'll get the salary credited. That is financial transaction. So if any company is doing financial transactions, those companies has to complete SOX compliances or SOX certificate. Okay. So full form is Sarbanes-Oxley Act. Next one is IAM. There are so many other, but these are a couple of important one. Identity and access management. So what is identity and access management? When the user is logging into the Windows laptop or when the user is logging into application or database or server, we have to verify the identity. That may be through OTP or that may be through password, that may be the security question or CAPTCHA. Okay, these are all the verifications we can do. Maybe using biometric as well. So that verification to identify whether really the end user has the identity or not, is authorized user or not. Is unauthorized, obviously we have to reject that request. So that process we can call identity and access management. And we have PAM. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologies, guys. Yeah, PAM is nothing but privilege access management. So we should not give everybody same access. So based on the role and based on the responsibility, we have to provide the access to them. Always it's better to provide least privilege or least access or least grants or permission. That process is called as a PAM, privilege access management. Next one is the SDLC life cycle. It's a software development life cycle. Okay. So for whenever if you want to develop any product or any mobile or any OT or IoT or IoT device or even application also, respective developers, they can use one of the process of the cycle is called as software development life cycle. So under this one, we have different types of phases like requirement, design, development, testing. Once everything completed successfully, then they will release to the public. Okay. So that is called SDLC, and that is the normal process. We have SSDLC life cycle. Yesterday entire question. What is SSDLC life cycle? Secure software development life cycle. From the security point of view, each and every phase, whatever just now I said, requirement, design, development, testing, and operational phase, we have to take care of the security side. Is there any issues are existing, bugs are existing, or vulnerabilities are existing? That is called SSDLC life cycle. So that is part of our security team side. And we have CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous development. So it's a part of the development side once again. So any application or any product, just like that, one time they will develop and they will not keep it like a static. Continuously they will add a new feature. When the Facebook is entering to the market, when the WhatsApp is entering to the market, how many new features they added till date? Maybe tomorrow once again they'll add a new feature. Okay. So that process is called as continuous improvement and continuous development. That may product or mobile or maybe application or OT devices or IoT devices or IoT devices and so on. So for this one development team, continuously they will develop and continuously they will validate, continuously they will improve. So features point of view, that is called CSCD. And we have ZTNA. This is also trending technology from security point of view. Zero trust network access. We should not trust anyone in the organization side, even though they are working in our organization. Maybe TCS has 6,25,000 employees, for example. We should not trust each and every employee. So we have to implement. Okay, so we have to verify whether he is the authorized user, what the access he is using. So that concept is called, wherever it is possible, verify the identity. So that is called ZTNA. That may be endpoint or network or cloud or application or mobile, whatever it may be. Everything we have to verify the end user point of that. Verification is called a ZTNA. Zero trust. We should not trust anyone. That is called zero trust. Okay. Yeah. There are so many other full forms also, like MX record or state of authority record, ISDN record, and also we have NS record. There are so many other full forms also there. But these are the couple of things we can use regularly, and I will wind up within 5 minutes. SPF, sender policy framework. Whenever any phishing email is happening by the attacker, that may be through invoice copies, that may be through lottery emails, that may be through grammatical mistakes, that may be through URL link or attachment. Okay, job vacancies, emails. So SPF we have to verify whether it is legitimate or illegitimate or fake or real. That is called SPF. DMARC, domain message authentication receive code. So it's verify the what is the body of the content, what is the message it is going to deliver using integrity side. And DKM, domain key identification message. So all these are completely technical interview question for phishing email investigation. Compulsory. What is SPF, what is DMARC, and what is DKM? Okay, we are going to discuss later that one. Okay, so couple of other things like NS, name server. It's one of the DNS record. So next one is PTR, reverse pointer. So that is the full form. This is also one of the DNS record. Nothing but domain name server. It will resolute or it will convert, it will map domain name into IP address. So next one we have SOA, statement of authority, is also one of the record for DNS side. ISDN, integrated single digital network. This is also one of the ISDN record to make international calls. And we have MX, mail exchanger. So these are the couple of, there are so many. CNAME, canonical name. Okay, so these are all the DNS records, and all these are DNS records only. Yeah, I think these are all the abbreviations case. Yeah, there are so many. Okay, whenever any topic will come, there I will give once again in-depth analysis. So what is the abbreviation for each and every full form? So because it's not only about just cyber security, because we are discussing about multiple technologies or multiple domains here. There are so many, not only these one. I can say that in another maybe 200 also it is available. But we will use regularly all these. Okay. So whenever those topics will come, I'll explain that time. Those remaining abbreviations are full forms. Okay. In the evening class, what I will do, so I will start with the definitions. Whatever we discussed, these full forms, I will start with the definitions. That will take maybe minimum 3 to 4 classes. Thereafter, I will go with our main course content. That may be Monday itself. So next Monday only our main course content will start. And these are all just for your comfortability, and also you should know about these full forms or abbreviations and so on. So that is the reason all these acronyms are full forms, abbreviations now itself I'm giving to you. Okay. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Sir, evening class, same time.
Yeah, same link, same time. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
welcome. The water link I shared, it is up to I think 21st October. Please verify that one. You can join in the same link. Okay, guys, then have a great day and enjoy your day.